8 years. That's how long it has taken for one family to try to get justice after their loved one was murdered.
Christopher Waters was killed in his home in December of 2016, but only 2 of the men charged with his death have ever faced the consequences. That case is still open for 3 others. Fox 13 investigative reporter Kayla Solomon has continued to investigate slow justice in our criminal courts and the impact it's having on Mid-South families.
Every picture that I have of that child, he was smiling.
Pictures and memories. It's what Lisa Waters has left to remember her son, Christopher Waters.
He stayed there, because of the music. He stayed there and bought him a little house and bought him a nice little car.
Waters was a music teacher at Bell Forest Community School. He also worked at Amro Music Store and was a professional viola player. His home in Raleigh on Piper's Gap Drive. Waters says Christopher's life was just getting started.
My daughter called me one evening and she asked me had I talked to him. And I knew that he had a concert that night, and we just started calling him and never heard from him.
December 2016, Waters' home was a crime scene. Police said he was killed in a home invasion, his car, an orange Mustang, missing from his driveway. Nicholas Brooks was arrested and charged with Waters' murder after he was found driving the music teacher's car. In a 2019 trial, Brooks was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. 4 other people were also indicted: Ontario Mack, Darius Rivers, Delario Key, and Markel Hare. Mack pleaded guilty to murder in 2023. The Shelby County District Attorney's Office says prosecutors are in talks with Rivers and Key to resolve their cases. They remain out on bond. Markel Hare has also been out on bond since 2018, but last year it was temporarily revoked after he was arrested and charged with domestic violence. The charges were later dropped. Hare's murder case is still pending more than 8 years after the crime.
Very, very, that makes me a little angry. It makes me very, very angry.
As far as the victims is concerned, it doesn't really matter whose fault it is. What matters is they need closure, and that's getting delayed.
It's one of hundreds of cases that District Attorney Steve Mulroy inherited when he took office in September 2022. He says there's a 500-day list, or a list of cases that are taking more than 500 days to resolve.
Historically, it has fluctuated between 500 and 600 cases. And, that's too high, and we're trying to work on lowering it.
After further research, the DA's office followed up saying the current number on that list is 609, but this only includes defendants who are currently in custody at the jail. It does not include the thousands of other cases where defendants are out on bond, like Hare.
I think about my son every day. I don't want to say I've lost hope or anything like that, but I certainly hope we get some justice. We just get justice, because it wasn't deserving and it wasn't supposed to be like this.
The pace of trials did increase last year in Shelby County, but it's still far below the amount happening before the pandemic. The state comptroller's office investigated Shelby County's court system backlog and in March recommended several reforms to speed up those cases. DA Mulroy says in addition to the 500-day list, he's put a special focus on resolving cases older than 3 years before he took office. You can count on Fox 13 to keep investigating slow justice. Kayla Solomon, Fox 13 Investigates.